What up, everybody? It's your boy, JayHemms. We're back again with another video. Today, I'll be reacting to 7 stories that prove Michael Jordan was not human. The truth. So let's go right into the video.
What's up guys, Mike here, and on this channel we've already done 2 videos on Michael Jordan conspiracies. But today we're throwing out the conspiracies and just sticking with straight up crazy stories. So enough of me. Let's just jump into 7 stories that prove Michael Jordan is not a human. Number 7. A man of his word. Dikembe Mutombo is known as one of the best shot blockers of all time. A man who turned a finger wag into a massive insult. And with this reputation came yet another challenge for Jordan. A challenge to dunk on Mutombo. The seeds were planted early, when Jordan dropped 37 on a rookie Mutombo-led Nuggets team, all the while trash-talking young Dikembe. Jordan finished his performance at the free throw line late in the game, pausing to look at Mutombo and say, "This one's for you," before shooting a free throw with his eyes closed. Of course, it went in, and the trash talk didn't stop there.
Oh, that's fire. That's fire. I ain't gonna lie. That's fire. He said, "Hey, Mutombo, this is for you." Nah, shooting a free throw with your eyes closed? Nah, yeah, that's sweet. That's sweet. That's fire. That's sweet.
Trash talking young Dikembe. Jordan finished his performance at the free throw line late in the game, pausing to look at Mutombo and say, "This one's for you," before shooting a free throw with his eyes closed. Of course, it went in, and the trash talk didn't stop there. Years later, at the 1997 All-Star Game, Mutombo taunted Jordan because he had never dunked on him. Listen as Dikembe laughs about how Mike claims he will get him one day.
He said, "I'll get you one day." He said, "I'll get you one day."
And just a few months later, during the 1997 NBA playoffs, enter the finger wag. So yes, Michael Jordan is very much a man of his word. Number 6.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I like that after MJ dunked on Mutombo. He did that. I like that. You see, Mutombo wasn't looking at him either. That was a nice backdoor cut though. And that was a nice pass.
And just a few months later, during the 1997 NBA playoffs, enter the finger wag. So yes, Michael Jordan is very much a man of his word. Number 6. Still the best at 43. At one time in his life, OJ Mayo was the top high school recruit in his class and was not afraid to remind opponents of this fact. Unfortunately for Mayo, his trash talk caught up to him, because in Michael Jordan's own camp,
he starts his thing about, you can't guard me, you can't do this. You know, I got my campers here, so I can't really go where I want to go because of my camp.
Michael proceeded to literally shut down the camp for the night, sending his campers to bed, so he could destroy Mayo and talk trash to him as he did it. And that's exactly what happened.
We continued playing pickup, and Mike was Mike.
A then 42 or 43-year-old Mike embarrassed Mayo, raining in shot after shot while telling OJ to go cry to his mama. The night ended with Jordan reminding Mayo,
"You may be the best high school player, but I'm the best player in the world."
Did I mention that he was in his early 40s? Number 5.
Whoa! Whoa! MJ was not playing with OJ Mayo. Now, OJ Mayo, he was cold. OJ Mayo was cold. But man, MJ shut down his camp. MJ told everybody to go to bed so he can get buckets on OJ Mayo. He told him, "Go cry to your mama." Like, what? I gotta go back and hear that. That's crazy. Then he told him, "You may be the best high school basketball player. I'm the best basketball player in the world." That is crazy. That is a huge flex. I mean, at that time, he wasn't lying. I mean, you can't get mad at Michael Jordan for saying that. I mean, what you gonna say after Michael Jordan say that to you? You ain't gonna say nothing because you know he telling the truth. Michael Jordan was not playing with OJ Mayo. That's crazy. He told him go cry to his mama. I gotta go back.
Mike was Mike.
A then 42 or 43-year-old Mike embarrassed Mayo, raining in shot after shot while telling OJ to go cry to his mama. The night ended with Jordan reminding Mayo,
"You may be the best high school player, but I'm the best player in the world."
Did I mention that he was in his early 40s? Number 5. Is he big enough? As we've already said, Michael Jordan loved to dunk. He saw it as not only a way to score, but a way to embarrass an opponent. So in 1987, when John Stockton gambled on a pass to Jordan and missed, Mike seized the opportunity and threw down a monster dunk. At this point, someone told Jordan to pick on someone his own size. The very next possession, Mike took the ball and saw 7'1" Mel Turpin in his way. And then...
Look out, running! Oh my goodness!
Running back up the court, he screamed back, "Is he big enough?" Number 4.
Oh yeah, MJ! Yeah, tell them what's up, MJ! Tell them what's up, MJ! MJ said, I ain't dunking no smoke. He said, I ain't dunking no smoke. MJ saying, can't nobody stop me.
Running back up the court, he screamed back, "Is he big enough?" Number 4. A competitive psychopath. Throughout his career, Michael Jordan gained the reputation of a competitive psychopath. Several stories highlight this, such as the time he was beaten in ping pong, bought a table, and practiced so much that he became the best player on the team, or the time he was caught cheating against an old woman in a meaningless game of cards. With this said, Mike's ultra competitiveness was really highlighted in practice.
Nah, man, come on, MJ, come on. Come on, man. You can't... You cheating against the elderly in a game of cards? It's supposed to be a friendly game of cards and you cheating? Nah, MJ, that ain't right. That ain't right. If that's true, that ain't right. Come on, man. That ain't right. Okay, let's read this story real quick. Former North Carolina men's basketball coach Buzz Peterson once recalls inviting Michael Jordan over to his home where he played a friendly game of cards with his mother, for no money of course. Buzz also recalls witnessing Michael trying to cheat while she left for the bathroom. Just like his game on the court, Jordan goes at all costs to win. Money on the line or not. Okay, yeah, MJ wild for that. MJ wild for that. Yeah, MJ wild for that. Ain't no way. Come on. You playing cards, man. For no money. Come on, man. Come on, man. It's supposed to be a friendly game of cards and he cheating. That's wild.
Best player on the team, or the time he was caught cheating against an old woman in a meaningless game of cards. With this said, Mike's ultra competitiveness was really highlighted in practice, where he treated every scrimmage the same as if it was Game 7 of the NBA Finals. He also expected his teammates to...
Wait, hold up. Let's look at that reverse layup again. Hold up.
competitiveness.
That layup was nice.
An old woman in a meaningless game of cards. With this said, Mike's ultra competitiveness was really highlighted in practice, where he treated every scrimmage the same as if it was Game 7 of the NBA Finals. He also expected his teammates to play with the same intensity and would abuse them if they didn't. For example, Jordan is known for ruining the confidence of Rodney McRae and Kwame Brown, two players who let his constant trash talk get into their heads. On the flip side, we have Steve Kerr. Mike once got into it with the newly acquired Kerr during practice, testing him. This dispute ended up with Jordan punching Kerr in the face and giving him a black eye. To his credit though, Kerr stood up for himself and threw some punches back, saying, "It was one of the best things that ever happened to me. I needed to stand up and go back at him." I think it earned some respect, but we have a great relationship ever since. You gotta prove it, and then once you prove it, you're fine. And later on, in a key moment, Jordan would pass the ball to Kerr, a man he respected, and Kerr knocked down a game-winning shot in the finals. The point being that Jordan was always testing people, and you needed to fight back to earn his respect.
Okay, I understand how he can make that situation a positive. Like, of course, defend yourself and fight back. I understand that. But come on, you punching your teammate in the face. Like, come on. Not gonna lie, these stories getting kind of wild. These stories are getting kind of wild. I ain't gonna Steve Kerr said that was probably one of the greatest moments in his life. It was something like that, but... Yo, that's funny. No, that's actually funny. Like, don't get me wrong, I understand the message. You're gonna be tested, you gotta fight back. I understand, but punching your teammate in the face, though? I think there's other ways to test your teammate's toughness. Instead of punching him in the face. I think there's other ways to test your teammate's toughness. There's other ways. I can't think of none right now, but there's other ways. I like how Mike Korzimba brought up that MJ passed Steve Kerr the ball at the end of the game, which was a very important game too, because there's some people out there that swear Michael Jordan took every single jump shot at the end of the game. I will admit though, that was a great moment though, when Michael Jordan passed the ball to Steve Kerr in a very huge moment in a very important game. That was a great moment. That was a great moment.
Kerr knocked down a game-winning shot in the finals. The point being that Jordan was always testing people, and you needed to fight back to earn his respect. Number 3. Ruining a man's career with words. A few years ago, an email went around from a man claiming to have had dinner with Johnny Bach, a one-time assistant coach of the Bulls and Hornets among other teams. The email was full of stories about Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, older Bulls teams, and the NBA in general. And while all of these stories were interesting, one stood out, because the writer of the email claimed this. When Johnny was coaching the Hornets in 1995, they had a good team. Glenn Rice, Mourning, Johnson, series was tied at 2, and Hornets had a chance to win Game 5 in Chicago. On the biggest possession of the game, Muggsy had the ball with the Hornets down 1. Jordan backed off of him and told him, "Shoot it, you midget." Muggsy shot it, didn't come close. A year later, Muggsy actually told Johnny Bach that he believes that single play ruined his career. His shot never recovered. Now, some people have proven this story not to be true because there was no Game 5 in the Bulls-Hornets series that year. However, Johnny Bach was around 90 when he told this story, so he easily could have meant Game 4, the deciding game in the series. In this game, Muggsy Bogues shot 2 for 12 and the following things happened. At the beginning of the fourth, Muggsy and Jordan collide, and when Jordan comes up, he appears to say a few words. From here, Muggsy proceeds to do no right, as he goes on to get tied up into a jump ball, then a few minutes later he misses a shot badly. And then comes his final shot, with the score tied with around 4 minutes left. If the story is true, on this shot, Jordan calls Muggsy a midget and causes him to miss. Now, Muggsy did miss this shot badly. The Bulls did win the game and close the series, and Muggsy did have a noticeable drop-off in production after this game, which could be attributed to him just getting older. But if Jordan caused this with just some choice words in a key moment, then that means that Michael Jordan literally ruined a man's career with trash talk. Number 2. The Shrug.
Ain't no way, come on. Muggsy Bogues, I hope that's not true, man. Come on. I hope Michael Jordan didn't get in your head that bad. He just said shoot it. And you missed it, that messed up your whole career. I hope that ain't true, Muggsy. I hope that ain't true, because if that is, oh my gosh. That is crazy. MJ telling Muggsy shoot it, you midget? No, that's insane. That's insane.
Him just getting older. But if Jordan caused this with just some choice words in a key moment, then that means that Michael Jordan literally ruined a man's career with trash talk. Number 2. The Shrug. We all know the Shrug, one of Jordan's iconic moments that has been replicated way too many times. What we forget though is how this moment was set up. Leading into the 1992 NBA Finals, the media narrative was that Jordan vs. Drexler was a battle of the league's top 2 shooting guards. Some ambitious reporters even claimed that Drexler was at the same talent level as Jordan or better. When asked about Clyde before the finals, specifically about how Drexler was a better shooter than Jordan from 3, Mike responded, "Drexler is a better three-point shooter than I choose to be," meaning Jordan chose to attack the rim, not settle for threes. If there were any doubts, however, that he could also shoot the basketball, they were surely answered in Game 1. Jordan reminded people of the fact that he was not only the best player in the world, he is the best player of all time, scoring 35 points in the first half, a total that included 6 three-pointers. After his 6th three, Jordan famously shrugged, as if to say, "What did I tell you?"
35 points and a half? My goodness. My goodness, 35 points and a half? Oh yeah, after that series, it was a clear difference between Michael Jordan and Clyde Drexler. It was a clear difference. It was a clear difference. Michael Jordan... Oh yeah, Michael Jordan made that clear. Yeah, he said, "I'm way better than Clyde Drexler. He's a good player, but come on." Like, come on, I'm that guy. He's not on my level. I'm definitely better than him. MJ made that clear. He made that real clear. But you could tell how the Trailblazers was playing him though. Every 3, MJ was like straight up wide open. They didn't respect it. They didn't respect MJ shooting the 3. They didn't respect it. You got Michael Jordan hot from 3, and he don't even shoot threes like that. Yeah, you're done. You done.
A total that included 6 three-pointers. After his 6th three, Jordan famously shrugged, as if to say, "What did I tell you?" And number 1. 69 points is too easy? For most players, scoring 69 points in a professional basketball game is nothing more than a dream. For Jordan, this type of scoring outburst always seemed possible, and when it came, it even seemed easy. On March 28, 1990, Michael Jordan prepared for his game against the Cavaliers with supreme confidence, as he had already averaged over 44 points per game in their first 3 matchups. And
wait, through the first 3 matchups against the Cleveland Cavaliers, Michael Jordan was averaging over 44 points a game? That is unbelievable. That is insane. What? 44 points a game? No, yeah, Michael Jordan not human. Yeah, he ain't human. Michael Jordan is not human.
Michael Jordan prepared for his game against the Cavaliers with supreme confidence, as he had already averaged over 44 points per game in their first 3 matchups. And when the game began, Jordan was everywhere, scoring so effortlessly that he almost seemed bored. And maybe he was, because mid-game he began to tell the guy guarding him, Craig Elo, exactly how he was going to score. As Elo later put it, Mike said, "Listen man, I'm hitting everything, so I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do this time and see if you can stop it. I'm gonna catch it on the left elbow, and then I'm gonna drive to the left to the baseline, and then I'm gonna pull up and shoot my fadeaway." And sure enough, that's exactly what he did, adding another 2 points to his career high of 69. And thank
Oh yeah, Michael Jordan was destroying Craig Elo. It's like Michael Jordan always been destroying the Cleveland Cavaliers. He had their number. He always been destroying them. The man through the first 3 games was averaging 44 points a game. Then he dropped 69. That is unbelievable. I always said this about Michael Jordan. He is the greatest scorer ever. Michael Jordan for his career averaged 30 points a game, y'all. He averaged 30 points a game on 50% shooting. That was the crazy part about Michael Jordan. He was very efficient as well. Michael Jordan was the truth.
what he did, adding another 2 points to his career high of 69. And thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you also realize that Michael Jordan, he doesn't even seem like he's in the same species as us. The way his mind had to work to make him the greatest of all time, I can't even comprehend being that competitive. And to all of my subscribers, in the words of Kevin Durant, you the real MVP. And to everyone who hasn't already subscribed, also in the words of Kevin Durant, please subscribe to Mike Korzemba's YouTube channel. He makes some great NBA content. And as always, guys, have an awesome day, and cue the music.
That was a great video. Shout out to Mike Korzemba. I don't know what else to say about Michael Jordan. Like Mike Korzemba said, it seemed like he was just a different species than everyone. Michael Jordan was insanely competitive. This man is cheating in card games. He punching his teammates in the face. He telling Craig Elo what move he gonna do. Shout out to Michael Jordan, one of the greatest basketball players ever. We're never seeing another player like him ever again. That hunger, that drive, that competitiveness, that's what made Michael Jordan the player he was in the NBA. So drop down in the comments below your thoughts about this video, your thoughts about Michael Jordan. What was your favorite Michael Jordan moment? What's your favorite story from Michael Jordan? I'm just curious to see what everyone think. Furthermore, like and subscribe. Also hit that notification bell so you won't miss another video from me. And I hope everyone have a blessed day. I'm out.